Welcome to my X journey, and it's Mrs. Y here again. And today, obviously, I'm going to do a small unboxing, but not only that, I'll be talking about some strategy and some of my planning for the year, like what's my strategy in 2023. So if you like these type of topics, don't forget to subscribe to my channels and hit the bell notification so that you won't miss any of my future videos. Plus, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. You can feel free to, DM me with all your questions. So without further ado, let's start with the unboxing today. So obviously today I don't have a lot of things to unbox, but these are the things that, you might be missing out from Hermes. But first and foremost, I got a little gift from my SA, so I'm just gonna show you guys real quick. I mean, some of you probably already have, but for those of you who don't have or don't know that Hermes, offer these little gifts that you can technically request to your SA, I'm just gonna show you real quick. And if you are Asian that celebrate, Lunar New Year, then we need red pocket, right? So Hermes actually offer red pocket to their clients, but of course select the clients, right? Only the SA will pick, who they think will need it or would use it. So let me just show you what this year is. Yeah, I opened just to look at it before, but this year is a year of rabbit. So you can see this year is the year of rabbit, but you see there's fish here. Let me tell you what I would know or think what the fish means. So fish means, towards the end of the year, there's always something left. So there's never gonna be like just tight. It's like overflow of wealth or food on the table kind of thing. Anyway, so then you might be wondering, where are the rabbits or where is the rabbit, right? So actually here has a little wheel. Let me see. It was a little hard for me to do it, to be honest. So you just kind of like move it, then you see like, oh, there's rabbit, all around. So I think this year's design is a little more intricate. Actually, it's not only rabbit. Oh, so does that mean they have 12? So this is, I think this is a horse. Let me just keep on going then. Oh, this is really fun. So not only there's a rabbit, there's a horse and the fish, there's actually a mandarin. That's also mean, I believe, how you translate it. So there's also a mandarin here. It also have some meanings to it. And then all these like, Hermes logos, like the Shandong, the lock, the horseshoe. These are really nice, right? I think these are really, and then there's a cliche here. Ooh. If you get one of these, would you make a wish that you're gonna get a cliche this year? That means the bags, right? And of course, there's like stars and all these like, a lot of meaningful pictures here. I think they put a lot of thought this year, like versus last year's design was just a window to open to see the tiger. I think this year they put a lot of thoughts in it. So it's really cool. So overall, I feel like they're telling you, wish you good luck this year. There's a lot of luck here because there's mandarins means luck, and then there's stars. So like, the shooting stars also means, make your wish. So let's hope, our wish will come true this year. But anyway, so this is the envelope that, Hermes offered this year to their, Asian clients who wants them. So this is very interesting and something that I found out. I actually asked my SA back in December, which is last month. Obviously, I got my Christmas gift. I still haven't unboxed to you guys yet, so don't forget to subscribe, and I will unbox it very soon. But anyways, I said, oh, like, remember to let me know, like, if there's any red pocket this year, because, this year's New Year is actually early. And my SA said, oh, I already put you on the list. Don't you worry about it. Oh, so if you haven't mentioned it to your SA, sometimes it's still good to, like, text him if you test him or her if you need it. I remember last year, I just got to know my SA. Like I knew him since 2021, like towards the end of 2021. And so like we just get to know each other. Like we're not really close or anything. He didn't offer me any bags back then. But then in January, I actually did reach out to him and I said, hey, like, would you have any, you know, red pockets? Like, and he said yes. So maybe from there on, he put me on the list. I don't know, but sometimes it's fine. Like if you're new to this journey or like new to your new SA, if you want one, like you should really let them know. It's okay. Like don't get intimidated by like contacting for something free. Like it's not, like technically you've been buying from Hermes. Sometimes SA just doesn't know. They don't want to assume because it can be rude to assume that, oh, you're Chinese or you're Korean, you know, like you can't just do that, right? So it's better that you let them know so then they know and then they will put you on the list ever since, because otherwise they might not get enough. When they have spare, of course, it will become like a first come, first serve kind of thing. So this is just a tiny tips for now. So as you know, when you go pick something up like these items, you can't just walk out with these, right? You have to buy something. So I got something, it's from my guest bathroom. Let me just take it out and show you guys what these are. So I'm not sure how you say it in French, but I assume this is in orange scent. And I got this hand and body gel. And this hand and body gel, when my SA was looking for it, apparently there's also a hair and body gel. So he was like, oh, you want a hand and body or hair and body? And I'm like, hair and body sounds kind of not so good to me, because I feel like hair should have their hair shampoo and all that, and our body gel, it's just for body. So then I'm like, well, of course, you know, I want a hand and body. So it's like that. Let me just open it and show you guys how the bottle looks like. And just for your information, the price of this one is $68. I'm talking about US dollars, and also before any price increase, because as of now, you know, Hermes hasn't started the price increase in 2023 in the US. I'm talking about just in the US, because I know some countries already started. But anyway, so let me just open it. I believe this is like their classic scent, and I really like this little bottle here. So you might guess what this is. This is the same fragrance, like same smell, but this is the soap, the bath soap. So I'm gonna open it and show you guys this as well. So let me open this. Oh. So not only you get, you know, the bath soap, you actually also get a box to store it. Oh, it's really thick. Oh wow, I cannot wait to open it. This is really cool. And it has, over here it said cologne Hermes. So I guess they're referring to the fragrance, right? So just for your information, yeah. So this is just plastic box, but I think that's really cool. I have a Hermes logo here. Oh, it's actually debossed, which is really cool, really cool. So anyway, for your information, the bath soap costs $39 US. And another thing to let you guys know, so the size that Hermes offer for the hand and body gel is 300 milliliters only. It's only one size, okay? Just for info. Anyways, so I also got myself a hand cream, and this is in travel size. They have two sizes. They have a bigger one, and they also have this 50 milliliters, which I think is very useful for me, because as you all know, whoever been following me, you guys know that I travel a lot for work. So having something that is less than you know, 100 milliliters. It's very helpful. So I'm very excited for this one. I actually tried the big one before, and I liked it. So then I decided to get, you know, a travel size, so then I can travel with it easily. And this one costs $65 US. If you're interested, you know, you can, you know, there's always a tester at the store, at the boutique, so you can definitely try and feel like if you want to, you know, actually purchase it. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna show you something new from Hermes, because I got some sample before I unbox the other piece, because the other one, it's a leather good. Anyways, so I am actually gonna try their, so this is like a tinted moisturizer foundation kind of thing. It's called Natural Enhancing Complexion Balm with SPF 30 sunscreen. So I got, so then, because I don't know, like it's really hard to like, you know, match your skin sometimes. So then, you know, my essay offered and said, why don't you pick a few of them and then you can try it out and let me know. So I pick these numbers because as you know, like I'm pretty light, like I'm not dark at all, like I have some red as well. So I picked this one is 00. I also picked this one, number 10. I also pick number 20. I feel like I might need to like mix them. Probably the 00 and 10. So we'll see. So like if any of you already purchased and if you have good feedback or not so good feedback, you know, please let me know, comment below, and you know, I would take it as a reference because I am still trying it. Well, obviously I haven't started yet, but I will be trying it. Another information that I got from my essay is these are mainly for people who doesn't do a lot of makeup, like not so much of contour, like no highlights or anything, like just want to lightly cover a face with moisturizer with SPF. So I feel like these can be the good options, but definitely need to try it because if it's not hydrated enough, you know, for those of you, who does skincare and makeup and all that, if it's not moisture enough, it actually gets flaky and all, right? So I'm really eager to try and see how this will feel, if it's suitable for my face. They will cover, you know, slightly on your face in terms of like your dark spot and all that, but I would say don't expect it will cover completely like a concealer, okay? Because it's not. So last but not least, I got this small leather gun. Oh, talking about this is so funny. So I guess it was still New Year. I actually went to the boutique on January 2nd unexpectedly because I received a text about the red envelope. So maybe it's still early in the year and people were still shopping for gifts, or they wanted to start the Hermes journey. I don't know, because it was so busy that the boutique was like super busy. And even though I made an appointment on the day of with my essay, usually it's, you know, he's not really with clients or anything. But I saw a line like waiting outside. There was like a walking line, and because I had appointments, of course I walked in right? And I saw he was serving, you know, a couple, but he was trying to like come to me and said, oh, is there anything you want? Because we were like browsing, just like walking around the boutique while waiting for him. And we were looking at, you know, some small leather good because, you know, where else can we be? They were at the silk department. So we were like, oh, just look around, like whatever they have, you know, like just to look. And he was like, is there anything you want? Is there anything you want? I'm gonna put it aside for you. I'm like, chill. In my head, I'm like, chill out. I can't wait. So as we were browsing and we waited, and when he came along, I was like, oh, can I see this piece? And of course, you know, it's laying there. And he was saying that the reason why he, you know, wanted to put it aside because all these even small leather goods like Calvi, Patricia, wallets, all that, they go fast. And so that he wanted to make sure that I get what I want, which I feel very grateful, and you know, that he really wanted to make sure I get whatever I want. Great. So what did I pick up? So let's open it. So something small but very useful, especially when I travel. So I got a Bastia and this is in a taupe color. So there was 3 color options for me. Like there was a taupe on display, there was gold on display, and there was black in display. And the reason why I picked this because I feel like lately I have a lot of gold, but of course I also have a lot of taupe as well, but I definitely don't want black. So I picked this. This is like really cute that I can put coins in there, because you know, like when you travel, sometimes it's better to use cash, you know, or like some places they only accept cash, they don't accept, you know, credit card or something like that. Then, you know, Patricia's will be very useful that you just put, you know, coins in there, and then it's nice and secure with a button, right? So, and it's so small, so it's so easy to carry. So I've been eyeing on it, I just wasn't sure when to get it. Sometimes it's just they don't have the color that I wanted. So here's the thing, since my essay mentioned, you know, like even like these Bastia or Calvi or wallet, they go really quick. So if you see it on display, you should definitely ask and get it on the spot, because you won't always see it and you won't always get to buy it. This year is just, you know, anything, like any leather goods are hard. Okay, actually maybe not just this year, it's probably last year as well. But yeah, like, so if you want anything small, you see it, you should really buy it. I would say if that's already on your list, you know, don't hesitate, to be honest. And the price of it is $240 as of right now. So I mean, I don't foresee it will go up a lot, but sometimes it's better to buy it as you see it, right? So then I decided to get it this year. So now let's talk about, you know, more about the strategies, especially if you are new to this journey with Hermes. As I know some of you who watch my videos or been following me, you guys did message me, which I very appreciated, and you guys asked me some questions, you know, about how to, you know, shop at Hermes, when to talk about Quota Bag, when to do, like, inquire different things. So I really appreciate those messages. I'm really glad that my information was able to help you guys. So if you guys do have any other questions, you know, like, don't be afraid. You can just DM me. I'll do my best to try to answer your questions as possible. So the thing with Hermes is that, you know, I'll say don't get intimidated by anything, okay? Like, don't feel like you're obligated to buy a lot of things. Like, don't do that. Like, you might think like, oh, because I got an envelope so that I bought all these things. Yes, but also these are the things that we have in mind. Like, we were thinking about, oh, the soap and the body gel, like doing the holiday season, like towards the end of it, like when Mr. Y and I were traveling, we actually put these on our list. So when my essay approached me, then I knew that I'm gonna ask him these items. So there is some planning to do. If you're not the type of person that say, oh, I don't care about money, that I would just, you know, spend on everything or mess, okay? Then I would say, you know, make a list and say, oh, if around this month or around this time, or like, or whatever I request and he has it or she has it, then I would say, make a list. What else would you buy? So this is kind of like what I do. I always like, oh, if my essay have this offer, then I'm gonna buy this. So for instance, my mini Kelly per se, when I got the offer of the Mini Kelly, I said, well, if she offered me a Mini Kelly, then I will get a Twilly, of course, and we'll look at scarf, because we were looking at, you know, a 90 x 90 to frame it and then put it on the wall. You know, we have these like listed out, and then like, oh, like some shoes. So then we'll basically like have a mindset like when we're gonna spend, but only spend when our wish actually came true. But of course, there are times that, oh, you might want to buy a few things before you get the offer because you're new, right? So my suggestion is always like, go on the Hermes website, look at what you like, and really think about when you want to get it or when you want to ask your SA. What I like to do is, you know, my top items that I really want to get it soon, I actually would text my SA and be like, would you have this in the boutique? But of course, I want to say 7 out of 10 times, no. For my boutique, a lot of times the things that I want is they don't have it. It's okay that, you know, the boutique doesn't have it. My strategy is to make your SA always remember you. So like you are texting him or her at a time that, you know, with some request, but then you kind of expect that the boutique doesn't have. Well, you are putting a gamble there, you know, so then you gotta think about, can you spend, if so lucky that they have it, okay? So just think about these. So this is like also how you can build your relationship as well, and always have something on the list, not necessarily needed to fulfill right away. You can let your SA know, I can't wait, no worries. And you don't need to ask them like every week to follow up. If needed, I'll say, oh, maybe every month. Only if needed, because I can tell you, like if you've been contacting enough your SA and you have a lot of things on the list already, your SA will contact you. So I would say don't worry about it. And second thing will be patient. Yeah, don't get intimidated asking your SA about anything you wanted. Also be patient about it, like especially if you're asking for a bag or a Quota bag, don't mention every time that you go to the boutique. I think last year what I did was more like every other time, or sometimes the SA would just mention it to you. And if the SA actually mentioned it to you, congratulations, you're probably in his close circle list. So SA oftentimes won't mention anything about bags unless first they know that the client is interested in bags. Second of all, is they really like you, that they want to make sure they spare you a bag. When they mention about Quota bag, don't worry about you won't get non-Quota bag. So don't get intimidated. Just answer the questions with your wish, and you know, only give him what you want. Don't give him things that you're not truly wanted, okay? Because you don't want to turn it down. Unless you have a good reason for it, like things that you didn't ask for and he offered, and of course you can say no, like that's, you know, no brainer, okay? So technically, Hermes journey, everyone can do it. It's not something that, you know, only a particular group of people can do it. No, like I can promise you, if you want to do it, everyone can do it, and when it's the right time to do it, the sooner the better. I went crazy with Hermes bags since 2020 because, you know, I kind of knew that if I didn't start then I would not be able to start, because, you know, with all these like inflations coming up, recessions, and, you know, all these crazy things that is going on in the economy, it's better to do it sooner than, you know, later, than you're like, oh, I don't think I can afford it anymore. You know, like it's something that you need to really budget it and plan it out, so then, you know, you get what you wish for. So my own strategy this year is, I think I mentioned a little bit back in my New Year Eve videos, I'm gonna slow down a little bit on Hermes, but doesn't mean I'm not gonna buy anything. It's just the fact that I'm probably not gonna shop every month, or like I'm not putting a lot of things on my list. My essay did mention something about this time. You know, he was joking around and said, oh, this is your lease purchase. And I'm thinking, no, not really. This is not my lease purchase. My lease purchase was my first purchase with him, which was just a twilly. Okay, 100 something. So, you know, don't get intimidated if you're not buying a lot, because you're building your profile. But anyway, so my strategy is really that, you know, I will be very particular with my bag requests. Like, I will be very particular on my bags requests, like including Quota Bag. Basically, I would not take anything that is not 100% on my list, like color, hardware, leather, and style. Like, all these have to be 100%. And there is a reason why for it, because, you know, you guys know I've been accumulating a lot of bag within the 2 years. I do need to enjoy them. And there are other priorities that, you know, Mr. Y and I are planning to do. We do hope that, you know, I will have some good news later this year. So there are something that we are, you know, looking into it in life. So, you know, Hermes will be something that I can put a little pause on. So, but there, of course, there are things that, you know, I still eyeing on, and hopefully I will get it this year. So yeah, that would be my strategy. But with this strategy, would I still be able to upkeep my relationship with my essay? Like, you know, I hope that my experiment this year and my strategy can still give you more insights on, you know, when you're not spending a lot, you know, how could you still maintain your relationship with your essay? I think that's also important, because you don't want to, you know, spend everything that you have just for Hermes, right? And I'm also eyeing on like other luxury goods, like especially jewelries. Like, I've been really eyeing on different brands right now. So I want to put those money instead of bags, but like to like a jewelry brand, like bracelets, necklace, you know, rings, earrings. Like, I feel like, and possibly a watch. If you are interested in knowing, you know, what other luxury that I will be getting this year or eyeing on, you know, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you won't miss any of my future videos and insights. And like I mentioned before, if you have any questions, you know, or any comments, please feel free to comment below, or you can direct message me on my Instagram, and it's called Mrs. Y X Journey. It's slightly different than my YouTube channel name, but it's still an X Journey, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you found this video informative and useful. If you do, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!